show presenter Yusuf Danjuma _TV. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Like, subscribe, and follow for more. Welcome, Papa F.O.C.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, you're welcome. So today we'll be dealing with the most asked questions from my fans. Based on the previous video I've uploaded on my YouTube channel. So there are some frequent asked questions my fans would like you to briefly answer on today's shows, and we briefly touch one or two angles on today's show. Yeah, so thank you. So let's dive into it. Which of this present political party do you believe can bring solution to the current Nigerian situation? APC, PDP, or ADC?
I will go for APC.
Is the party for the people or of the people?
Interesting. The two.
Okay. To re-elect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu or elect His Excellency Atiku Abubakar or His Excellency Peter Obi, which one will you advise Nigerians?
Definitely to re-elect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu.
Okay. Give us three major concerns that should be tackled in the current Nigerian administration in Nigeria.
Well, number one is the aspect of insecurity. Number two, education. And number three, industrialization.
Can you briefly back up your answers? Why APC?
Well, if you want to talk about the quality or standard of an organization, you will look at the type of people that make up that organization. So now you cannot put old wine in new skin and tell me because of that the taste will be different. So the people in APC are learned people that have good antecedents of what they've done in the past. And now we're even presently seeing the result of some of their actions as well. So I think APC is still the solution for now.
Okay. How is the party for the people and of the people?
Yeah, when I said the parties for the people, if you look at most of the policies this administration is bringing forth, you will discover these are policies that directly affect the grassroots, especially the local government autonomy that the presidency is fighting for. Though some state governments are not making it to work, but that is actually a policy for the people. Then when I said the party likewise is of the people, you discover that people that are always so reluctant about joining political parties before, they are now becoming members of the party because they see possibility in this present political party and they want to be part of it as well.
Okay. So why re-elect President Bola Ahmed Tinubu?
Well, if a child is doing good, you always want to give the child a second chance. Now, following what is happening presently in the country, especially the aspect of security, I give it to him a big kudos.
Kudos.
So I want him
Mr. President.
Yes, I want him to actually finish what he has started. Yes.
Okay. Out of all the sectors, why choose these three? Insecurity, education, and industrialization.
Yeah, now the three I chose actually forms the bedrock of development of a nation. And number one, the aspect of insecurity. In an economy where the security of life and property cannot be guaranteed, you discover that people don't come to invest. So a lot of investors that would have come to Nigeria to site their companies, get more of our children employed, get us dividends of democracy, provide social amenities, they are not coming because the safety of their own lives and their investment cannot be guaranteed. So that's number one. Then number two is that a child you don't train, you shouldn't expect anything from that child in the future. Now, a generation you don't train cannot build the nation.
Okay.
So if you have a lot of Nigeria still have the highest number of out of school children, with over 20 million children not going to school. And what's the population of the country? We're barely about 200 million plus. So we are talking about 1/10 of the country. That means the more we are trying to build, this set of people will give birth to children that the children are themselves will continue to destroy what we are building. So educate and build the nation. So now when I chose industrialization, we should have one thing at the back of our mind. Industrialization thrives basically on power. So that means before we can talk about good means of industrializing the country, we will talk about steady power, steady electricity.
True.
So once there is steady electricity, there are chances that even the small and the medium scale enterprise will thrive before we can now start talking about the big companies. So with that, the society will grow at large, and that is what they've started already. They started working on it. I just pray they'll be able to complete it.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, this is the big one. So,
Mm.
what are the indicators that this present economic is growing? It's a very big one.
Okay. Well, let me start from something I watched on, I think, either channels or Arise TV
Okay.
this week. It should be this week, when a man came online as a guest and was insulting this administration and President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, criticizing him about the GDP of this nation, that it keeps falling and the like. So, as I was listening to it, I was smiling deep within myself because I don't actually think the man understands. He was explaining what GDP is all about. He was mistaking GDP for PCI, per capita income.
Hmm.
Now, the GDP of a nation is basically the total kind of sum of the goods, the value for the goods and services rendered in a country. You understand? Probably within a year. That is when you talk about GDP. But per capita income is like the average earning of one person. You understand? Within a specific space, like a city, a state, or a nation.
Hmm.
Now, the GDP of Nigeria has been rising since Tinubu came into power, which means we are producing more internally. We are giving out more employment internally. That is the meaning of GDP. You understand? So there are more jobs, there are more goods being produced, there are more services being created. And let us look at even the per capita income. It is not the minimum. It doesn't make sense at all. Just coming to the air and spitting out things you know that people are not so vastly knowledgeable about, and use it as a cover up just to tarnish a government or a personality. And well, there are other points we would have used to measure the progress of this administration. But if we want to really sit down and start talking about it, we might not be able to say it in the layman's language that
Sure.
people will understand.
Understand.
But let's bring it to the layman's time. Now, in the first aspect of increment on payments, minimum wage, you to just imagine coppers collecting 77,000 naira. In those days, during the time we said, we were talking about something around 9,000 naira,
Naira.
later moved to 19,500 or 800. But now, look at them. Look at the amount private companies are even paying Nigerians now. In those days, we used to have it that Chinese companies are paying Nigerians 18,000 naira per month. But I don't think there's any Chinese company in this present Nigeria that pays such ridiculous amounts. So these are some of the growths we are talking about. You understand? These are some of it. Then aside that, even talk about government policies.
Okay.
I would say it affirmatively to confirm what the president have been saying earlier. Our problem in Nigeria at this present time are our state governors. They should allow the local government autonomy to work, and let us see massive infrastructural development. But if that is not being executed and implemented, forget, we will keep lamenting and complaining about our woes of ancient times. So the policies are already in place. We only be praying for these policies are already in place. We'll only be praying to God for successful implementation and execution. And as you know, as the saying goes, seeing is believing. When people start seeing the results, then they will understand the jargons of the whole economist terminologies we've been talking about all along. Okay. So I believe let things work. People will see by themselves with their eyes.
Yeah, it's true. And I also believe that the insecurity issues in Kwara State has been there's been some changes recently.
Yeah. At least Ifelodun local government, Patigi local government, Edu, they are now enjoying peace relatively now, with other security measures being put in place as well.
We thank God. Thank you, Mr. President. We thank you for your work. Thank you for everything you're doing. So we've come to the end of this show for today.